Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the channel, Shelly's Millions. In today's video, we're definitely going to be making my 2025 vision board, even though it is the first Sunday of February. So I'm a little bit late, but that's okay because it's never too late to start. I know Debbie's going to want a movie update, so we'll do that in a second. Before I get too far into this, I want to address two questions that have come up from previous lives. And the first one is we were talking, good morning, Michael. We were talking about where millionaires put their money. So you'll always see in the fine print FDIC insured up to $250,000, right? Most banks, that's how much your money is like guaranteed the bank won't lose in case of an emergency. So, but I had always kind of wondered, like, do millionaires split their money in between multiple different banks, or do they just not worry about it? And so it just happened to be good timing. I'm not friends with Graham Stephan, but I used to be in his mentorship and I follow him on Instagram, and he posted and the timing was right. And so I just said, hey, can you answer a question for me and my viewers that were wondering? Your money that you hold in cash, because I think he's mentioned in his videos that he keeps about $3 million in cash. So like way over the amount that would be FDIC insured. I said, you just keep it in a bunch of different banks? Because I could see him doing that. I said, or do you just risk it and keep it in one bank? And his response was, I use a few banks, but I don't worry whatsoever. Big banks like JP Morgan, Schwab, etc. I personally don't mind risking it. If they go down, we've got bigger problems. Okay, so that was the answer on what a millionaire does with their money. Do they keep it in one bank and like risk that it's not going to be insured, or do they split it amongst a bunch of little banks or like more banks so that it would be FDIC insured? So his answer was he keeps it in a few banks, but he also doesn't worry because if those banks went down, we have bigger problems. And I hadn't really thought about it like that, but that is probably true. And I know that Andre Geek recently made a video. It's about how it's Robinhood and how he's pulling some of his money out of Robinhood. And it was a similar sentiment. I know those two are friends in real life, but similar sentiment. If the banks are failing, if the financial institutes and brokerages are failing, we've got bigger problems than just the fact that they're failing. Okay. Alex says, I took my new Yaris IA and modified it a bit. It has a lovely little tinted window and all, and more to come. Hello. Hello. All right, Alex. I love that you are enjoying your car. And I don't want to rain on your parade. I am going to say I follow a YouTuber, Minority Mindset, and he says, and I try and think about this, right? If you can't afford 5 of them, don't buy one of them. So, sometimes though the benefit is I'm short, right? So I totally get tinting your window because the sun comes in and like blinds me when I'm driving. With that said, I don't have tinted windows. I do have prescription glasses that, since they're prescription, my work vision plan will cover my glasses. But yeah, sometimes tinting windows aren't necessary. Also, as I get older, I'm starting to get like little age spots on my hands. You can't really see them. You can see this one. That one's bad. And I think tinting your windows helps prevent like skin damage. So there are some benefits to doing that. But I want all of us to get wealthy. And sometimes, although like it's a balance, right? My old coworker was always like, well, driving my car, that's the one thing that I splurge on. And if that gives you happiness, then go ahead and go for it. But I want us to be happy and eventually wealthy. So it's give and take, right? It's saying no to some things so that you can have others. But I certainly I'm not perfect. As a matter of fact, we should probably break down my budget for 2024. I spend a lot of money on probably fast food. I get off work late at night. I wind up hitting up the drive-through, and that's not good for my waistline or for my budget. So we all have our things, but we have our things that we enjoy and that we should spend our money on because those bring us just because it brings you pleasure, right? Um, But I don't want any of us to wind up on, like, Caleb Hammer's financial audit and, like, we've gotten too much debt because of he always talks about, like, the 7-Eleven taquitos, right? I don't want any of us to buy so many 7-Eleven taquitos that we're in a ton of debt. Good morning, Rocky. It is good to see you. Now, Rocky, you also posted something, I think, recently about your bank account, and I hope it was like a meme on Instagram, but I just hope it's not true. Okay, Big Cheese says, I think we do have a big problem coming because our president tariffed China 10% and they basically retaliated and said, to heck with you, 75%. It's really scary and you're worried about it. Here's the thing, right? Okay. Sean says, Happy Sunday, happy new month, and I look nice today. Thank you very, very much. My mom and I are going to go play bingo after this. Okay. Andrew says, Nice, Alex. I know Andrew loves the car, and so does like Infinity, right? You tinted your windows on the Lexus to make it cool looking for a sporty car. It is. The Yaris is a cute car. Good choice. Yeah, I totally support the Yaris. I'm starting to think about new cars also, and I might do, um, I'm starting to think about it. I don't think I'll need one for at least another 2 years, but I'm starting to think about it. I will probably do another Prius, hybrid. I think that's what I'm thinking right now. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, the other thing that I wanted to say before we get too far into it for anybody just listening is, one of my viewers said, because I had recently cut my hair and dyed it, and she was like, Well, since you're on camera, that should be a tax write off. But it's not a tax write off. But I will tell you when it could be. So things like wardrobe and makeup, and well, it has to be specific for being on camera. So let's say that I'm not wearing any makeup right now. But like when I was doing like the EDD videos, I would wear makeup a lot of times. And one of the things in all the like YouTube training videos that you'll watch is to like powder your face, right? So if I buy a specific powder just to make my face not shiny on camera and I never wear it out, that could be a tax write off potentially. But is it even worth like potentially like having the IRS flag your account for like a $10 powder? Probably not, right? So even if I was buying like a powder just to make my face not shiny and it was exclusively to YouTube, I probably wouldn't try and write that off. Um, Plus it's not like a full $10 back in your pocket. It's like 15%. So it would be like 15 cents back into your pocket. So it wouldn't be worth it. Good morning, Bella. Good morning, Ben. Okay, Ben's saying that prices will go up due to tariffs and the economy will get worse. And am I worried about China's tariff revenge of 75% because the president's really tariffing everyone and these countries are retaliating? And Cindy said, is what I want for my husband to retire so we can enjoy a warmer climate. In other words, move to a southern state. Perfect. That is for the vision board. I love that you guys are sharing that. Or for your vision board, because I live in a warmer state. My best friend was just talking about how we're probably about ready to put up the pool in the backyard. We always put up like an above ground pool. We reuse the one for the previous year. So we are getting ready. We're thinking about that, and it's February 1st. So tariffs. We voted this president in, and now he is doing what he believes is best for the country. I can help you guys figure out creative ways to beat things if the prices go up. We can talk about that now. I do think prices are going to go up. The president has even admitted that the tariffs are probably going to make the prices go up. But what he is talking about is like our cost of goods might go up, but he's talking about trying to eliminate income tax. Now, that would not be, I don't think it would be at the state level, but I was just looking. Let's see if it's still open. In federal taxes this year, and I feel like I'm going to owe this year. In federal taxes, I paid $6,781.74. So, maybe eggs go up 3 times, right? So almost, maybe we should write this down. Okay, and I have my mom living with me, right? Okay, that's important. Okay, so $6,781.74. $6,781.74. That's how much federal taxes I paid this year. Ooh. That's a good, not 410. Let's change that to the right one. 4.10. That is a good rate. I will just tell you that right now that's a really good rate. Yeah. All right. Alex, I'm glad you're not offended, because I don't want to, I'm excited for you. I really am, being wise with money. There is something exciting about a new car, and I am excited for you. And it's like you want to keep it cleaner and you want to do that, but I just want to make sure that we can really afford those things, right? Maybe make sure that our savings is good and then start looking at those things. Or maybe not, because I'm 47. This year I'll be 48. Actually, in like 4 months I'll be 48. So I'm getting close to 50. And I'm starting to read now that now's kind of the time to switch from saving and accumulating wealth and accumulating things, and switch to selling them. Anyway, okay. 6,781 is what I paid in federal taxes. So Trump, federal tax. So Trump's saying, hey guys, I'm going to get rid of this. He wants to. He hasn't yet, but this is the goal as I understand it. He wants to get rid of that. So how many eggs? Let's say eggs go up to $20, right? I'm going to go with an 18 pack. My mom and I buy eggs. At least I'm going to go with twice a month. Okay, so $20, that's $40 a month, right? We don't need that. And we'll go ahead and multiply it out because, okay, $40 times 12. So that would equal $480. Let's see what else is going to go up. Now, this is not because of Trump's tariffs, right? But, I get avocados, right? And avocados are expensive. Let's say an avocado is $2, and let's say it goes up to $5. But I probably eat maybe 2 avocados a week, let's say. So that's $10 a week in avocados. So that's $40 a month in avocados, which is also going to be $480 in avocados. This is eggs. This is avocados. And the reason why I'm doing avocados is because my avocados come from Mexico, right? So what are they going to put tariffs on? Potentially my avocados, right? Let's see here. What else? What else that I buy is definitely going up this year. This is not because of tariffs, but probably my home insurance, right? And that's going to be because of the fires. So my homeowner's insurance already went up 3 times last year. I used to pay about $586 and now it's at 16 something. We're going to call it 1600, and I'm going to say that it goes up times 3 even. That's $4,800. That would be a lot. I'm not going to lie, that would be a lot. But 4,800. But I'm already paying, so that's not just how much it's gone up, right? 4,800 minus the 1,600 I'm already paying equals, it's I don't know why I just decided to start using the dollar sign, but it's $3,200 more. Avocados right now, let's say they're $1.50. So if they're $1.50, and I think, what did I say, that they go to $5? So 5 minus 1.5 equals $3.50 more times 2 times, that's 2 week times 52 weeks equals 364. So it went up, I'm just estimating $364. The eggs, let's say that eggs for the 18 pack, I'm gonna say that those were $4.89, and now I'm estimating $20 just to be totally crazy. But 4.80, oops, 4, how do I want to do this? Let's call it $5 because that's a nice even number. So that would be $15 more a week. No, not a week. I buy those twice a month. So it's $30 more a month. 30 times 12 equals 360. Do we think gas is going to go up because of the tariffs? I'm not sure because I don't think we get our gas imported from any of those states. If we did that, or not states, countries, but that would be, a factor if they did. But 360 plus 364 plus 3,200, that would equal, and this is what it would cost more this year, and I'm literally just guessing, 3,924. But okay, so let's just say that my expenses go up $3,924. But again, he's trying to get rid of these taxes. $6,781.74. So I'm really still saving under this plan, even with the tariffs. I'm just did eggs and avocados and my homeowner's insurance, right? But I'd still be in the pluses, $2,800. And this is one of the things that we were talking about moving your money from a checking account to a savings account, right? When you first move that money, when you take it away from a place you can see it and you put it in a different place, it almost feels like you're losing the money. Like I took some cash to the bank. I put it in my bank. And then I see it in my checking account and I'm like, "Oh, this is great." And there's something emotional even though I know that putting that $600, moving it from my checking account and putting it into the savings account, there's something emotional that feels like I'm losing that money. It might be because for me emotionally, I tell myself, okay, I'm not going to touch that money once it's in my savings account. So that might be what it is for me. But it's going to, even if at the end of the year I have $22,800 more in my pocket, if I was really paying $20 for a carton of eggs, right? That makes me angry. Oh, I'm paying $20 for a carton of eggs. Or, oh, I'm paying $5 for one avocado. And I hope that those are crazy examples. Like, I don't know. I hope. And also the eggs, I don't really think are getting imported. Avocados, 100% my avocados, they say from Mexico. Like, literally, that's what the little sticker says. You can get them from other places, but the ones that I get, they literally say from Mexico. So I know 100% that we could even call it the avocado tax in my life. But eggs is supposedly because of the aviation flu or the bird flu or whatever. And then this is insurance, and that's because of the fires. And just California is going to be hard to insure. So if you're taking these monthly hits that you see and feel, but your paycheck, if he passes the no income tax, that would ultimately be better. That would be in this scenario $2,800 better. Now, the tariffs probably are going to make other things go up too. But like what are the things that it's making go up? Is it fast fashion? Like I know that I have a lot of guys watching the channel, but there's like a company, there's a couple companies, right? There's Shein, or I don't know how you say it. Shein. There's a clothing company that they import their clothing from China to the United States, and it's very, 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 very cheap. And a lot of people say that we shouldn't even be buying that stuff, right? We should be going to the thrift stores. That fast fashion is really bad for the environment. It's not actually good for the economy. So maybe if like the prices on these clothes from Shein were higher, it would encourage people not to buy them and to shop locally. And that could be good for the economy, right? I'm just hypothesizing, right? Because I don't actually know. I don't know how it's gonna affect our wallets. And certainly if he's not able to eliminate the federal income tax, then that's gonna be a double whammy, and that would be really terrible. But that's kind of what he's talking about doing. And he's saying that it worked in the past. And I haven't looked into it enough, quite honestly. But what I was gonna say is like, uh, I can't worry about what might happen. I can only worry about what has happened, and I can try and show you guys how to save money. For example, I was having trouble sleeping. My coworker suggested melatonin, okay? And this is the Ollie brand. So I got brand name, okay? But I had a CVS coupon for $2 off of something that cost more than $12. And this did cost more than $12. I want to say it cost $8 and sorry, like 18. No, it was 16.49. So then minus 2, which brings it down to 14.49. But then I had another CVS coupon on those long receipts, which brought it down to $12.49. But then you get the CVS extra bucks for $4. You're already at $12.49, but you got $4 extra bucks back. So that makes it $8.49. And then here's the kicker. Then you go on Ibotta, and they have a $3 coupon on these. So it's not a coupon, but like you get $3 cash back, and then you can cash that out once you get to $20. So, I do think, and is that a little bit of a hassle? Yes, but it made my final cost on these vitamins $5.49. And I guess they're not actually vitamins, but they're supposed to help you sleep. I took them last night, and they did help me sleep. I don't know. I don't know. I was really sleepy, and I fell asleep before I even started to go to bed. So maybe I didn't need them last night. I don't know. Well, the jury's still out on those. But I do think like something else. My mom got a like welcome to the neighborhood coupon from Ralph's when she moved in. It was going to expire on the 26th. So we went to Ralph's and we stocked up on toilet paper. We didn't really need it, but we stocked up on it so that we wouldn't lose the $10 coupon. My mom and I have also started shopping at Amazon Fresh. We're actually really liking that grocery store, and they have Shine, Shein and Shine. Good morning, Pinky. Yeah, I don't know either. You might be correct. Let me read Ben's comment real quick too. Ben said, if I remember correctly, they do make a lot of cars in Mexico, like a lot of manufacturing plants down there. So maybe the price of a brand new car could potentially increase. Yeah, I do think I read that. So many of us are not, and I love this, right? You guys are smart. And I think like replacement parts too, if it breaks down, it could cost more to repair your car. And that's going to suck, right? But what if that's just a big ploy to get us all to like buy more new cars that are US made? I don't know. Or to maybe like, weren't there a lot of manufacturing plants in Detroit and those all closed? And then like Detroit lost a lot of jobs. And then that's why the housing market fell there, because the people didn't have, like, maybe manufacturing plants will come back to Detroit. And I do think, again, politics are not my strong point. So this is just really scratching surface, and this is how I understand it. And I could be entirely incorrect. But I do think a lot of what Trump was telling people was bringing back jobs to America. So if all of a sudden it doesn't make financial sense to be importing parts from Mexico, would we open more car part manufacturers here in the United States, and wouldn't that create jobs in the United States? It seems to me like it would, but like I'm probably oversimplifying it, right? Because all of these things with politics are never that easy. Cindy says that she uses CBD gummies to sleep. You have to figure out the dosage. You start out small and increased it till you slept through the night. Yeah. I am not a fan of those. So I wake up, I feel my body feels heavy. and my body is heavy, but like it feels like it's still like stuck to the mattress. So I don't like those. I know that they work for a lot of people. All right, I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. That means you guys like the video. Look, it's the little green guy, but on the cup. And Debbie, here's your little green guy in case you're missing him. And we'll talk about movies this weekend in just a second. I'm gonna ask that you guys please like the video. And before, so we were talking about hair and if cutting and dyeing your hair could be a tax write-off. If like you're doing YouTube. And the answer was probably not. We were also talking about tariffs, but I'm going back to this tax write-off for like hair and clothes because somebody asked me about it last week. And I have a story to tell about that where your hair would be paid for. I used to have a coworker, and he was on a TV show called Beat the Geeks, and his name was Mark. And whenever we said Mark, we also did this because his hair was kind of curly and it came down to here, Mark, because Mark's a common name. So Mark, Mark's on Beat the Geeks. And this was Mark's hair. So Mark had hair that was so recognizable. When you said Mark, you did this with your hands to signify Mark's hair. So Mark went on a show, Beat the Geeks. I don't know if it was in his contract or not, but Mark decided to cut his hair. And he came back on a set and they were like, oh, no. They were like, you're going to have to get extensions so that looks like your regular hair again. It probably wasn't his contract. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't have been able to like make him change his appearance back. But they 100%, they were like, that haircut was not authorized by us. You're known for your hair, Mark. Like you need to go back and get extensions so that your hair looks like your hair again. That would be 100% covered because his job is literally making him do that. Obviously, he didn't want to have hair like this anymore, which is why he cut it. And so that would be the only reason. Like you wouldn't spend money to cut your hair, but I bet they didn't. He's not going to get reimbursed for the original haircut, but he would be reimbursed or not reimbursed, but he could claim it as a tax write-off for the extensions that he had to buy to make his hair look like it used to. So it really, with clothing, hair, makeup, it has to be exclusive for the thing that you're doing. I bought like a jumpsuit, an orange, like prison-y looking jumpsuit that I bought specifically for a certain thumbnail on a video. I'm not going to wear it any other time. I'm not going to wear it for Halloween. I'm just not going to wear it any other time. And that I did right off. Okay. Andrew says, I find it infuriating when you cannot sleep and it's already 2 a.m. You have to wake up at 7. That's when I would need the melatonin pills. Yeah, but I worry that like then maybe you'd be too asleep when your alarm went off. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do it. Luckily, luckily I'm normally able to get 8 hours sleep. And I think I'm gonna I don't think I'm just gonna wait till I'm having trouble with these sleeping until I try them. I think I'll do it hopefully before I have trouble. Anyway, back to the tariffs and the rising prices now. I know we're all over the place today, but definitely like we need to look at things like coupon stacking, right? And shopping the deals. So like I think it's every Tuesday or Wednesday you get like the specials in the mail about like which grocery store has things for cheaper. Definitely if you're feeling the effects of the prices going up, that's going to be beneficial to like comparison shop. And I know that a lot of times, and it's a pain in the butt because like not everybody has the time to like go to the grocery store 3 separate times in 1 week. And so there's like a cost benefit of that too, right? Like what is your time worth? How does it play into your day? I have a grocery store that I can walk to. And they have, it's going to be an example. I don't know for sure, but like Wednesday and Thursday are the days when they have the produce on sale. Saturday and Sunday are when they have their meat on sale. So you might wind up going to the grocery store on 2 different days. Like maybe you go on Wednesday and Thursday to get your cucumbers, your avocados, your tomatoes, your oranges, your lettuce, your spinach, all of those kinds of things. and then maybe you go on Saturday and Sunday to get your meat. Um, but the savings can add up, and in that scenario, I'm not, like, wasting gas, and I'm walking back and forth, so that counts a little bit as exercise. So you're kind of, like, killing a lot of birds with one stone. Good morning, Joy and Joey's. Andrew says, "Luckily, you fall asleep within 10 minutes after laying down most of the time, but once in a blue moon, you have moments where you can't sleep." Yes, exactly. Oh, no. That moment when you realize the contract you signed up for enslavement, haircut not authorized, shaking my head. Yeah, but he really had, like, recognizable hair. So, if you're a TV personality and you're known like, it would be like as if you're maybe this might be a little extreme, but, like, let's say you're Cruella de Vil, right? And you've got, like, half black and half white hair, and then one day you just show up and it's blonde, right? Then, like, your employer would be like, Cruella, like, that's kinda like your signature look, the half black, half white hair, like, we need you to change that back." So, I don't know. It depends on, like, how recognizable it is, but yeah, I think if you're on TV and they hire you with a certain look. I've also heard, and I don't know if this is true or not, that, like, if you're on TV, there can be weight clauses in them. Okay, I don't know about the egg prices. That was just an example I was using. I don't know if you're tuning in late. That was just an example that I was using. I don't really think they're gonna go up that much. I was just, like, seeing what the cost benefit would be if they went up that much. Okay. Alex says, "You love coupons because at the end of the scanning process, you end up saving so much money. You started to do that now, and now you feel, feel like an older lady. No, now you feel like a smarter lady." I remember when I was really little, I used to be embarrassed to use hang on one second. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're doing laundry. Hold on. Let me help my mom real quick. Yeah, put it up top. But I think she wants a dryer sheet. Can I show you where they're at? Yeah, where are they? Hold on. You guys, I'll be right back. Helping my mom with her laundry. She's too short to reach the she's too short to reach the dryer. Ugh. Oh, sorry, I kind of bothering you. I did that. I did that. Oh, you already did that? Okay. All right, carry on. All right. Well, there we go. Thank you. Just a quick wash. Well, not quick, but yeah, that's good. Thank you. Okay. My mom is too short to reach the dryer, so she always needs somebody to come and help. Okay. Yeah, so not an older lady, a smarter lady. When I was younger, I used to be really embarrassed when my mom would pay with coupons. Or, like, if we went to a restaurant and we didn't get a drink, I was like, "Oh my god, everyone's gonna know that we're poor." And I've said this in past live streams, but there's a few of you in here, so I will say this one again. The people working at the store, they don't care about that. They are not thinking, "Oh my god, you're poor." They're thinking, "This is a repeat customer that knows how to get the best deal," right? Maybe if you use a coupon, that's showing that you're loyal to that business or that brand, and maybe they're gonna actually, like, be nicer to you, and they are not thinking about your income. They've got their own things that they're thinking about. Like, when you're little, I don't think you realize that, but as an adult, like, when someone comes in and they're there on the discount day and they're a member of our loyalty program and they're there to get the best deal, I'm like, "Wow, these are great customers. They're here all the time. Like, they know how to, um, they're loyal to the business." Like, it's great, and I love it. So, yeah, I used to be yeah, exactly, exactly. I used to be embarrassed too, now I'm scrounging for coupons. Exactly. Okay, Cindy says, "We have the room, so I buy more non-perishable items when on sale and prices will go up." Yeah. Should we look at well, okay, first, let's look at those box office grosses because I know Debbie's gonna ask, even though she's rarely in the lives these days. Um, Also, does anybody have any recommendations on a good like those Roomba vacuum cleaners? Do those things work? I've heard mixed things about them. Like, I've heard that they don't really work. Does anybody have a Roomba? Bella, thank you for reminding everyone to please like the video. Okay, where are we here? Huh. Is this it? Is this going to be it? 2 days ago. Oops. No. Latest in box office. It's Chinese box office. 44 minutes ago. Okay. A Complete Unknown and The Brutalist hold in the top 10. Documenting No Other Land sees solid New York City. This is the specialty box office. Why is it so hard just to find the regular? I need to figure out like what page I like the most for reporting these numbers and bookmark it so that I'm not finding it like every single. Let's try this one though. Okay. Dog Man. All right. Okay, so that's this week, January 31st through February 2nd. And Dog Man is the number one movie with $36 million. Then Companion with $9.5 million. Mufasa, the number 3 movie with $6.1 million. One of Them Days with an even $6 million. Flight Risk, the number 5 movie with $5.6 million. Den of Thieves, Pantera. Now I skipped to the number 10 movie. Brutalist, number 9. A Complete Unknown, number 8. Moana, number 7, and Sonic the Hedgehog, number 6. Don't ask me why I did it like from the top down and then from the bottom up, so that we can meet in the middle. I don't really know. I probably will not see Dogman. I need to see A Complete Unknown. That's the Bob Dylan movie. I would like to see The Brutalist. That one's long. With trailers, that thing is 3 hours and 45 minutes long, and it has an intermission, but that's 3 hours and 45 minutes. So I have to really be in the mood for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She lives with me now, which is why she's doing the laundry here. But yeah, she's too short to reach the dryer, so she can put the clothes in the washing machine, but she can't put it in the dryer. And then she's trying not to bother me. My friend that works from home is like using that space today, so my mom went out to go get my friend to help because she didn't want to interrupt the live. She's not very interested in doing the live, so I know it's a treat when she comes on, but it's just kind of not her thing. The record company was worried about him getting killed or injured in a motorcycle accident. Can't perform, can't make money for the record company. Oops. Oh, wait. Oops. I missed the first one. Okay. You don't like the idea of being told how I need to look or how I can live to keep a job. I remember reading years ago about the singer Seal. His contract said he couldn't ride his motorcycle. The record company was worried about him getting killed or injured in a motorcycle accident. Can't perform, can't make money for the record company. That is a little bit crazy. I didn't know that, but it's interesting what's in the contract. I do think that like if you're on TV, I think there's a like you can't gain or lose. Like I want to say it's 20 pounds, which like that's a 40-pound fluctuation, in total if you go from the low to the high. I know I put on 20 pounds in 1 year though. So that reminds me, I should probably get around to doing what the title of the video says, which is creating the vision board. But yes, please guys use coupons, shop the sales. Like maybe we are going to need to buy Target gift cards, this year when they go on sale. I'm going to take a picture of the things. Maybe we'll go through really quick what I didn't do again and what I did do. I did not get as much of this done as I wanted to, but that's okay. We got some of it done. Okay. This was 2024, and I put health as wealth. All right, guys, I hate to do this, but I can't support Elon Musk anymore, at least not to the extent that I did. I don't think I want a Tesla anymore. So I think that's got to go in the garbage. I'm actually crumpling it up. So we don't want a Tesla anymore. And you guys heard me say earlier in the live that that I wanted like maybe a Prius again. I like the Prius. It's been good to me. Okay, lose 20 pounds. This is 2024. No, we'll go through what did and did not get done. Lose 20 pounds. Nope. Use cell phone less. I don't actually know. I do feel like I used it less. I'm not sure. Play violin. That did not happen. Change living room furniture. I did that. Paint patio furniture. I did that. Make at least 4 YouTube videos. I did not do that. I was good about going live, but I didn't actually make those videos. And that is kind of like where more money is. So I got to try and work on that this year. Learn a new skill for work. I didn't really do that. Um, I put accounting, YouTube, sales, or marketing. And last week we were talking about Sean says keep the 20 pounds. We'll see. I looked pretty much the same when I was 20 pounds thinner. Except I didn't have as much like this chin situation going on. Okay. But thank you. It's always nice to hear that you're still pretty, no matter what, what you're feeling, I guess. Okay. Because I definitely feel like I looked better, 20 pounds thinner. Anyway, learn a new skill for work. Try a new activity like sailing, jet skiing, whitewater rafting. Learn to back a boat into a lake. I did not do that. Travel somewhere new. In 2024, I didn't do that. I wanted to see the Northern Lights. I didn't do that. Take mom to my half sisters. I didn't do that. I offered to do that, but she didn't want to go. She wasn't feeling up to it. Read at least 10 books. I did that, but we're going to call them, they were audiobooks. Attend a conference. I did not do that. Invest in self. I did do that. That's what a lot of those books were. Vacation home or investment property. I did not do that, and I don't know that I actually want that. Take golf and tennis lessons. And over here I wrote pickleball because that might go on the list this year. Contribute the federal maximum to the 401k. I didn't. Health is wealth. I didn't do that. Lower blood pressure. I didn't really do that. And spend more time with mom, which is number 18 over here. She's moved in, so I'm definitely doing that. Cindy says, I don't think you realize how many families had to use coupons, look for sales, go to garage sales and thrift stores growing up. My family was middle class, but with 6 months to feed. Yeah. And someone that I dated for a really long time, they were in the same situation. Oh, we might not be able to do this today because this is stuck on here. So we might, did I didn't bring the cleaner in here today. I have whiteboard cleaner, but I didn't bring it. Ugh. All right, well, maybe we'll do it on here. We'll do a little one, and I'll try not to write crazy. Lots of, when you're little, you don't know what other people are doing. You just know what you're doing, and it was definitely presented like, oh, we can't afford to go out to eat unless we use coupons. So like, I knew that we were tight on money. I knew that paying rent was a struggle. So I thought that would be, in my little kid mind, that was the only reason why anybody would ever use coupons. And now, I just think it's a good idea. Pinky says, I used to use coupons all the time when I was in my 20s and 30s. Unfortunately, as I age, I can no longer eat the foods that typically have coupons. Yeah, and that's fair too. Like it's a lot of times like really high sodium foods. It's like on new foods that they're trying, but not necessarily healthy foods. But sometimes like on Ibotta, let's just see. Hold on. We're going to look at this. Sometimes there's an any item receipt. And then what else is there? An any item. And sorry, sometimes I lose my train of thought. But like there's yogurt. There's sour cream a lot of times. I love putting sour cream on things. But yeah, like shopping the sales. And a lot of times there are coupons on like toilet paper and laundry detergent and things like that. That's definitely going to help your money stretch further. Apps like Ibotta where you're getting cash back. Those will, I think, become more important to more people. And right now, this is not a great offer, but they have like a earn more with bonuses, $5 bonus offer. Sean says he uses a small spray bottle of water to clean the whiteboard. I have the cleaner. It's just in the other room. So I don't think I'm going to go grab it right this second. But we'll go back to the vision board in 1 minute. I'm just curious. Okay, so I go to Ralph's a lot. I'm going to click Ralph's. Yeah, and they have the 10, it's 10 cents back on any receipt. Okay, Yoplait yogurt. I'm going to just add that right now. This beige split, Ricola, coffee creamer. Ooh, yeah. So anyway, so I'm adding those things. Let's see if there's sour cream. Sour cream. No, that came up with lotion. Dean's Dairy Dip. Anyway, it is a way to save more money. I've been doing that too, the Greek yogurt instead of sour cream. Last week there was a deal on Ibotta for the Greek gods sour cream, I think. But yeah, I always Cindy says your husband's on a low sodium diet, so you make from scratch healthy. Sneak off to McDonald's. Healthy. Don't sneak off to McDonald's. Okay, so as much as we can on this little vision board here. What do I want to do this year? I still would like to, let's just say, go to the gym more. Go to gym more. And I won't associate it with a specific weight. Learn to play pickleball. I love pickles, so I got to see what pickleball is about. We'll do it at least once. I don't even know how to play. Look, even right here, I've got I love Mr. Pickle. My coworker got this for me. He was like, Shelly, I know you would want this. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so learn to play pickleball. I need to. How about donate to Goodwill once a month? I need to start downsizing. I know that we haven't done like the thing where I go through all my stuff, but I need to go through all my stuff. I still have a lot of stuff that I'm trying to fit into this room and it's not doing it. Also, I'm the one. Movie theaters get a lot of lost and found, and we keep your stuff for over a month. So if you lose something at the movie theater, go back. At least where I work, we keep it. Actually, depending on, like, if you lost something on February 1st, we're not going to throw it out until April 1st. So that would be almost 2 months. But if you lose something on February 28th, we still only keep it to April 1st. So we have like a last month. So we just put all of January's lost and found into the last month bin, and everything else that was in there we're taking to Goodwill. So I'm the one that's taking all the work items to Goodwill to donate. So I can also take a few of my things one time a month. Okay, so every time I go to Goodwill for work, I need to take some of my own stuff. What else do I want to do? I want to make more. I want to post YouTube videos. How about that? Post. We're just going to say more. And anything is more than the 0 I did last year. More YouTube videos. I do have a lot of ideas with my mom. She doesn't necessarily want to do them. Okay, what else do I want to do? I would like to travel this year. Travel to a new state. And travel to a new country. I would like to go on 2 trips this year, apparently. Travel to new country. I'm just going to put this. I want to be learn. No, I was going to say this. Let's do this first one. Become the GM, the general manager. I'm not right now. Become GM. It is my theater of my theater. Don't ask why I'm not the GM of what I'm calling my theater, but it's okay. But I want to be the GM of my theater officially. What else? What else? Go to gym more, learn to play pickleball, donate to Goodwill, post more YouTube videos, travel to a new state, travel to a new country, become GM of my theater. I still would like to attend a conference. I'm gonna put buy a laundromat. I think I would rather do that than investment property. I don't want to be a landlord, I don't think. Also, I'm gonna show you something. Oops. Give me just one second. Do I want to sell things on eBay and do I want to buy more things on eBay? That's kind of always been on my list. I don't know if I want it on my list this year, but I have two different things from vision boards. Maybe we'll keep one of them. This is a house on the coast, right? It's got a big old kitchen. It's kind of like dated, actually. I'm not sure I love that kitchen. It's got like a room with a pool table, but it's right there on the coast on a cliff. And people aren't there. That's not a good place to live either. The cliffs are eroding, the houses are falling into the cliffs. And it might be a beautiful place to live, but for the same reason why I wouldn't want to buy in like the Pacific Palisades or Malibu, like, I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea anymore. Oh, this one's actually okay. This appears to be a cruise to Greece. I thought this was more beachfront property. I used to think that I wanted to live on the beach. But now, like with the ocean rising and the cliffs eroding, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm not sure where is a good place to live, but it's definitely changing even how I see my vision board. That's strange. All right, Nina, I'm gonna manifest this for you. Nina wants to go to Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii a few times, but I have not been in a very long time. And I love Hawaii. Okay, Joy says, I've been thinking about buying a laundromat too. Ever since I've seen some lady on Instagram posting videos, I've been more interested in it. Okay, let's just talk about it. Her name is Cody Sanchez, right? We're both watching Cody's. Let's go to a Cody Sanchez. Let's meet up and go to a Cody Sanchez seminar. I think she's having one soon. So Cody Sanchez is a female billionaire, and she's talking about the difference in people that are truly wealthy are generally owners. And she's talking about like seller financing. There is a laundromat that's very close to me, and there's always, I think he owns it. I just need to go in and actually ask. He's an older Asian man. And the last few times I've seen him, he's had like a back brace over his clothes and he's moving pretty slow. Now, granted, this was over a year ago when I saw him because that's about when I got my washer dryer and I stopped kind of going to the laundromat. But I think that's exactly the kind of person that Cody Sanchez is talking about. Maybe somebody whose kids don't want the business, maybe someone who doesn't have kids, and how owner seller financing works or owner buyer financing works is like maybe I say, hey, I don't have the money to actually like buy your laundromat outright, but how about I pay you this much money now and you keep 10% of the profit forever. And I pay you, like maybe I pay him 10,000 down, maybe I pay him 10,000 a year, and for the rest of his life I pay him a percentage of the profits. Pinky says, consider insurance companies are pulling out of a lot of places. Good luck with claims in oceanfront homes and homes on cliffs. Yeah, I don't think they're insurable anymore. So maybe maybe you can't rebuild there if something happens to your home. Maybe, yeah, I just don't think it's right. Good luck with getting insurance at all. Yeah, I know. That scares me a little bit as well. Like, what is California going to do? All right, we can't worry about that until it happens. Okay, let's see. But yes, let's go buy a laundromat. And I think I would enjoy doing a laundromat, right? I don't think it's incredibly hard. I don't think washer dryers are hard to repair. Like, I feel like I could figure it out. I don't know, but would I have to stay at the laundromat myself or would I have to have an employee? I'm not sure about that part, but I am interested in learning more. Okay, what else do I want to do? I would like to, I don't know if this is possible, but we'll put this contribute federal max to 401k. Right now I don't have enough money to do that, but we'll try. I'm just gonna put be nice to my mom. How about that? Be nice to my mom. It's hard when you live with your parent. Be nice to my mom. And I think I'll just put be nice to myself. I think that's gonna be, maybe that'll be it for this year. Oh no. I want to read 10 books again. And I think it does help to actually put it on your vision board. Read 10 books. I think we're also going to say take a Skillshare class. Take a Skillshare course. Like, I always want to be learning. I always want to be bettering myself. I used AI for work for the first time the other day, and let me just say, I don't think that was the right decision. Or at least if it was, I should not have told anybody about it. But I used AI for the first time at work the other day, and my boss, she didn't really like it. She was like, don't do that again. And I was like, okay. But I want to stay relevant. If that's the current trend, is to use AI to help you be more efficient and get the job done, then I kind of do want to do that. I just want to make sure that I'm not left behind. So at 47, about to be 48, I want to make sure that like I'm staying on top of trends, and that I want to make sure that if something happened at my current job, that I'm still employable in the industry, like, or not in the industry, but like, I guess in the industry of life, like in the industry of finding a job. Oh yeah, okay. I will change that. I will put nicer. That's good. That's good. Okay, oops, hold on. I am nice to her. Like, we're gonna go play bingo today. We've definitely had some struggles, and definitely sometimes be nicer to my mom and be nicer to myself. It's a good tip. Good tip. Um, yeah, I think those are the main things. And go to the gym more. I think to hold myself accountable. You guys, this is not good financial advice. I paid for personal training, and I haven't been using it, and so that's a big no-no. Okay, so I'm going to book one of the personal training classes right now. Thursday is my next day off, so I'm going to reserve personal training. I have 40 sessions left. Okay, reserve. We're going to reserve on Thursday. Ooh. I think I have another appointment at noon, 8 o'clock, noon, or 1, or 2:35. Let's do 1. I guess we'll do 12:35. 1. I'll do 1. Okay. So I just reserved my personal training. So, and I have been going to the gym more. I need to get my car fixed. And if you're right about those tariffs, oh, you know what, you guys, I know we're at the hour mark, but I want to see what they're thinking might go up because of the tariffs. So I think I would like to share that with you guys while I look into that. Okay. What items? Yep. Look, it's the number one search. What items will be affected by tariffs? So we're just going to go with that. USA Today. What price it 39 minutes ago? Should we just use the USA Today article? CBS News. What are the 8 effects of tariffs? Which one do you guys want to look at? I want to look at the NBC one, as long as, okay, here's what could get more expensive under Trump's tariffs. The tariffs would likely apply to most categories, although oil and gas appear to be exempt for now. Okay, that sounds good, right, guys? Okay. Let me make sure that I'm sharing this. Okay. President Donald Trump's threatened tariffs against Mexico, Canada, and China went into effect Saturday evening, slapping a 25% wholesale tariff on both Mexico and Canada at once. China, at the moment, is only being levied with a 10% tariff. Trump is taking more aggressive strategy against the nation's neighbors than he did in his first administration. At that time, he took a more targeted approach to specific industries like steel and aluminum. This time around, tariffs seem to only apply to most categories, although there was a carve out for Canadian energy, which will be tariffed at 10%, 25%. We're getting energy from Canada. There's just so much that I don't know. Okay, whatever. Keep reading. Get the facts. The sweeping tariff could make more expensive a host of items that the U.S. imports from its neighbors. Among the common Mexican imports that will now get pricier to bring into the country: fruits, vegetables, beer, liquor. Oh, I forgot about those. You guys, I do. So Modelo, right? Modelo's we sell that at my work and it's a really popular beer. So the Modelo is going to get more expensive, and I like a good mezcal. It's like a smoky tequila from Mexico. So if you like any of those things, but I'm also going to say that a lot of really rich people, they don't drink at all. So like maybe it's time to just give all those things up. But if you like those things, it's likely going up. And the fruits and vegetables, I think some mangoes that I usually get come from Mexico. Vegetables, sometimes my spinach comes from Mexico. Definitely my avocados. And from Canada, potatoes, grains, lumber, and steel. I'm going to go get my bag of potatoes in like literally a second. The EY chief economist Gregory Dako said agricultural products are a major category of trade between the US, China, and Mexico. We tend to think a lot about merchandise goods as being automotive goods, furniture goods, and these types of heavy equipment goods. But we should not forget that we also do a lot of trade on the agricultural front, Dako said. So we could see an upward pressure for meat prices, dairy prices. Those are the types of categories that directly hit consumers' wallets. That would compound already high grocery prices, which are up 28% over the last 5 years. God, that's crazy. So that's the pandemic. They went up during the pandemic. They started price gouging us and they never fixed it. That's how I see that. With deeply intertwined automotive supply chains between the three countries, cars and auto parts are likely to get pricier to bring into the U.S. too. S&S Automotive Services in Secaucus, New Jersey, where owner Keith Scaglione says tariffs would likely make the cost of parts like oil filters more expensive, making even routine fixes costlier for consumers. Oil changes, mainly that'll be the first noticeable one. An average oil change on most vehicles is now anywhere between $50 to $80. It's probably going to end up over $100. Sheesh. The tariffs announced Saturday could be the beginning of a policy war with tariff rates at risk of ratcheting even higher. In announcing the tariffs Saturday, the White House added that there was a retaliation clause added to the measure so that if any country chooses to retaliate in any way, the signal will be to take further action with respect to likely increased tariffs, the White House said. Trump is enacting the tariffs under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, which allows the president to respond to extraordinary threat, which Trump has identified as a fentanyl and drug crisis that he alleges China, Mexico, and Canada facilitate. In tandem with the 10% tariff on China, the U.S. is targeting its top 3 trading partners, accounting for over $1.2 trillion of imports last year. Mexico, China, Canada. Oh, sheesh. The 10% tariff on Canadian energy is a major development for an industry that almost unilaterally sells crude oil to the U.S. Canada Energy Regulator. Reported that in 2023, it sent about 97% of all its crude oil exports to the United States. For U.S. refineries that are specifically tuned to Canadian oil, any cost associated with switching imports could lead to more expensive gas prices at the pump. Dako said imposing tariffs on large trading partners would have severe economic consequences for the US, Mexico, and Canada, and could lead to an environment that is both a higher inflation environment and also a lower growth environment because of the importance of the trade with both of these economies. I don't like that. Don't like any of that. All right. Whew, I feel like we need to figure out something to end on a positive note. Valentine's Day weekend coming up next weekend. So maybe happy Valentine. Nope, that's not next weekend. That's the weekend after. Don't spend money on your loved ones. Don't get them chocolate because they'll just get chunkier. No. Find out something free to take them. Take them to a nice walk in the park. I do love this, right? Valentine's Day date. Simple little picnic. Maybe a chocolate covered strawberry. Some grapes, some salami, some crackers. Can come from the grocery store, can come from in combination with Ibotta. Just go on a nice little picnic. Then you don't have to tip your waiter. You can enjoy like a nice sunset or something like that. Very, very, very low cost date. All right, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching Shelly's Millions. I will see you next week.